Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to another episode of F1 Fantasy Weekly, and I'm more cheerful than last one because the past is the past. Let bygones be bygones.
Nothing to say on Lewis this week.
Nope. The Lewis rant has gone.
No one else? No one else?
No,
under your skin?
You know what? Because Max Verstappen's back in the fold. Super Max, Super Max. Oh dear. But fancy Baku, and also it might have been even a better one to keep in. I've still got options, but you could have done Lewis this week. I think Mercedes is going to be better, but we'll get on to that.
Whoa, are they?
Soon. I don't know. Let's go. F1 Fantasy. It's the game where you get 100 million budget to select 5 drivers, 1 constructor, and you score points across a Formula 1 weekend in qualifying and the race to compete against your friends and the world. And we are 2 mugs who just talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
We do. Sometimes we do well. Sometimes we don't do so well.
Yeah.
But other people do well. And we provide a platform for them to go, oh, look, that guy's doing well.
Exactly. We fulfill a purpose in society.
Absolutely. To highlight others' excellence in our own mediocrity.
There we go. Excellent.
Right, should we get on with it?
Yeah, let's go with it. I want to know this inside knowledge about Lewis Hamilton being the best pick this week.
Screen recording starts now. Okay. Inside knowledge. So we'll go with top picks. Let's go with the top picks, which is always between
Come on,
Max or Lewis. Well, I think the characteristics of Baku are a lot more different to Monaco.
Yes.
There's a lot more of a high-speed one and medium-speed corners.
Well, it's mainly only the long straight, isn't it?
Yeah.
There are still lots of slow-speed corners. There's not really many. Yeah, I think there's one medium-speed corner.
All right, but leading that last section, which leads into pretty much the only overtaking zones. Yeah, because at the start, it's like straight, left, straight, left. Or is it right? I don't know. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's straight, left. It's that big kind of square bit on the Azerbaijan, isn't it? Anyway, regardless, we're not doing a kind of track rundown for it. That's the main overtaking zone, but that straight down the hill out of that kind of windy section, isn't it? It goes windy section, straight, left, down a hill, left, then right a bit, then left again, and then I think it's right, and then you're fast.
Thanks for watching another Mike's Track Guide where you selected at Baku this week.
Right, regardless, I think Mercedes' characteristics of a car
top picks. Yeah.
will do better at this circuit than Monaco. But I still don't think it's probably. I think how it worked out, as you saw Mercedes struggle, Monaco. Although if Bottas hadn't have had his wheel stuck on for like 3 years,
would have come P3.
Yeah, would have done okay. And Lewis just had a bad qualifying with it.
Okay. I would say it's too much of a gamble at this stage to make a Lewis Hamilton team. If in practice they look like they're blitzing it, then sure. But I think at the moment, looking at Monaco, looking at Baku, I know you have a much longer straight in Baku. It's a lot more about top speed. But I just wouldn't touch them at the moment.
Well, I think the Lewis Hamilton team is going to come into play in Silverstone.
Yes.
I think up until then, Max just offers you so many more options with your budget.
He does indeed. Whoa, Gio's going up.
Yep.
But wait, okay, top pick. So we're back in Max.
We're back in Max. I think that's it.
You'd only go near Lewis if practice they look like they're actually blitzing it, and then maybe you can do a Lewis Hamilton team. So that's top topics. Don't touch Valtteri. Then your like mid-tier bracket: Leclerc, Ricciardo, Perez, that's the one. Perez.
It's between Leclerc or Checo. For me, on my team, if we go to manage here, because I've used 4 of my 6 subs because I had to bring in Verstappen there and I brought in Gasly for Ocon, although Steven said I probably could have afforded Gasly and Ocon, so that maybe is a bad one. But I'm backing my boy Gio.
Well, you get money from him.
The Italian Jesus.
But you're getting distracted. You're getting distracted.
Right.
But I was going to say, Leclerc is now the most expensive driver at bar the top 3.
And I think he's worth it.
So he's more expensive than Checo now.
I think he is worth it.
Back him over Checo?
Yes.
Even at Baku? Well, Ferrari's straight line speed hasn't been the best.
I can't do anything but back.
Yes, I know your team. You can't pick anyone else.
Well, but my team is the world's team. So everyone has to do what I do. So therefore, if I fail, they fail.
I think Checo...
I've got to make some points to make up here, Stephen, eh?
I think Checo could be a very decent shout for this weekend.
He looks like he's starting to get on top of that car, doesn't he? Monaco was good on the strategy. If he qualifies better here in Baku, still it would be easier for him to make his way through the field because Red Bull should... they feel the more confident pick to be the top team. Yeah,
I know Ferrari were absolutely flying at Monaco, but Baku, that straight line down the pit straight, I think McLaren are going to get the advantage over Ferrari. I think Checo should finish ahead of them all, so it could be the best turbo pick, but we'll come on to that later. So I'm back in Checo, you're back in Leclerc. From those top drivers.
Because I have to.
Yes, you have to.
I agree. I think Checo probably will be the one that plays out the best.
Lando Norris is just a must. There's no question.
Then
you've got your Pierre Gasly's, your Esteban Ocons.
If you could have both, then you probably should have gone both. Because one's on a race streak, which was Ocon, and Gasly's on a quali and a race streak.
Lance Stroll's in that group.
No.
No?
We've already written off Vettel and Alonso, it would appear.
Well, yeah, because they're in that awkward, more expensive than Lando, but not worthy of the price.
Yeah, Aston Martin.
But Lance Stroll, he's still a decent price.
Yeah, but I think Aston Martin had a Ferrari-style weekend. I think the track characteristics, for whatever reason, seem to suit their car.
Okay.
Because Aston Martin haven't been up there this season, have they?
Straight line speed, you're back in Alpine.
Yeah.
I think Gasly, 100% Gasly, and then your toss-up between Ocon and Stroll.
And you'd probably go for Ocon because he can potentially get a race streak.
He is on a streak. That is, yes. Can we just pull up the streaks?
We can indeed. So if we go and look here...
That is the midfield streaks.
So Checo is actually on a quali streak.
Well, there we go.
That also makes him more appealing on that basis. Carlos Sainz will probably be coming into a quali streak going into... Where's that? After him.
I wouldn't go near Sainz this week.
No. But Gasly's on a race streak. He's not on a quali streak, and Ocon is on a race streak.
So don't go Lance Stroll. Sorry, stupid suggestion. Gasly and Ocon are your best for the cheap picks.
And I think Gasly will outperform Ocon. Gut feel.
Yes. Because Alpine do also struggle on the straight line speed, and you just got to back the AlphaTauri car to be outperforming them.
Absolutely. And Giovinazzi is obviously just the hero.
He's your moneymaker at the moment.
He's your moneymaker. And I think if you can afford him, I think he's a more safer bet to score more points than these guys. Mick, after the early consistency, bit of a toss-up. I know he had issues at Monaco, but he could be on it. Russell and Latifi, that Williams car seems to be in a horrible place for fantasy.
Yeah. I just noticed something hilarious. Yuki Tsunoda's still in 22% of players' teams.
Yeah, but George Russell is in 42% of teams.
Yeah, but Russell's like, 2 million cheaper and he still get okay points. Yuki's points have been horrific.
Yeah, for the price. I mean, I don't know if people brought him in for the money making after Bahrain and then just forgot that they had him after that.
Just couldn't use him, just left him there.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, he's going to have a great week this week. He's going to bounce back.
Yeah. But weird one, wasn't it? But yes.
There we go. So yeah, our cheap picks is just Giovinazzi. Very solid. If you still can't afford Giovinazzi, just go Mick Schumacher. If you've got no money left. I know I think his price is going down. He's your best pick if you go for a cheap driver.
And I think constructor wise, I think we're in agreement that there's only one team you're going for, and that's Red Bull.
Yep. You can't make a Mercedes team. It won't be a very good team. You got to back Red Bull.
Yeah.
Red Bull, or if you're going bold on the constructors, I'd back McLaren over Ferrari.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only sticking with Ferrari right up until I'm changing to Red Bull on race day, but I'm just cashing in on money.
Yeah.
For whatever it is, because they seem, for some reason, still to be going up in price a bit like Charlie Boy Leclerc.
Yeah.
Seems an odd one on that front. Turbo picks?
So I mentioned it earlier, and we kind of confirmed it. Checo is on a quali streak. Backing him to do well. Baku, Checo is my top pick. You are backing Lando Norris.
Yeah,
not backing Charles.
Which means
Lando would be my second.
Charles Leclerc will be the best turbo pick this week.
No,
because every time we pick Lando to go well, like all those, I should have just stuck with Lando to sabotage him in Monaco. Because whenever we decide to jump on the turbo Lando hype, it never works out.
Yeah, he's been the best turbo pick.
And we've turboed him in the only week that he wasn't.
4 out of the 5 races.
Yeah.
I believe.
And we picked him in that 1 out of 5 race.
Yeah, I think it was Spain or Portimao, one of those.
Shocker.
Yeah, I would put Checo as my number 1, Lando Norris as number 2. If Checo's not looking up to pace, Lando Norris is probably your safe turbo pick. But don't forget, Checo's on that quali streak. So
there's an extra bonus 5 points just there.
He hasn't always been best in Q3, but he's always been getting into Q3. I say always. Did he miss out on Q3 once? I swear he's been in every Q3 session. Probably.
Yeah, he missed out on Q3 once.
Well, was it Spain?
I can't remember. Well, it can't have been Spain because he's on a quali streak. So it must have been...
no, it wasn't Imola. What, Bahrain? Was he P11 in Bahrain? Probably, actually.
He started from the back because of the electronic.
Yeah. But on the way to the grid, I think he's...
Must have been for the streak to work out how it is.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 races, so it makes sense. Anyway, I forgot.
But bar that first race, he's been in Q3 every time. I'm backing him to get the quali streak. So easy double points there. But Lando's your safe pick.
That's pretty much it, isn't it? Obviously, you can put out the usual thing of, well, just wait till practice to see confirming your moves. But you feel Red Bull aren't going to struggle. They're a safe bet. If you're tossing up between Leclerc, Perez, you can afford to wait to kind of practice. But I think, yeah, you're 100% you got to get the Red Bull constructor. They're becoming the Mercedes constructor of the year, where you pretty much got to have them.
Yep.
And, when you back Ferrari, they completely toss up the kind of advantage that they had in Monaco to capitalise. But
it's been because McLaren had a good week that they had the streak going and they fluffed it. There's been other options, but every time another constructor's had the chance to beat Red Bull, they fluffed it.
Yeah, although Alpine, when people backed him, was never going to be that one that happened.
No.
It was just capitalise on the money and jump ship.
Yeah. And I would also say McLaren over Ferrari. I think McLaren are going to bounce back. Well, bounce back. They came third last week, but I think both cars are going to do well.
Yeah.
But Lando, another strong week I'm predicting. Wants to avoid.
The luck has got to change for Ricciardo at some point.
Yeah.
Though I would put him as one to avoid.
Yes.
He's too up in the air at the moment to go from there. I think both Aston Martins to avoid. I cannot... Over consistency of the races we've had this year, Aston Martin aren't consistent enough to kind of part with that much of your budget.
Yep, Yuki Tsunoda, still not getting to grips with the car.
Absolutely not. Nicholas Latifi is a no.
Yep. More expensive than Russell, no.
And probably Kimi.
Yeah, he's in that orc price range, and Giovinazzi's cheaper and is outperforming him.
Yeah, well, he's out qualifying him. And if it comes in the race, then Kimi might have the favourite point. But seeing as he's about 1.5 mil more expensive, you probably don't want to be risking
exactly
with that aspect. But yeah, right. I think that's end on there. Just quick review.
There we go. Just
done and dusted. That's it for Baku. We hope you enjoyed the weekend. We'll be back tomorrow for a live stream. I think we'll go double live stream tomorrow. I think we'll have the live stream of
the F1 podcast,
and then we'll have Motorsport Manager tomorrow as well.
Oh yeah,
smashed it! But yes, fantasy players, let us know in the comments down below what your thoughts ahead of this weekend. Do you agree with our picks? Who would you be picking this weekend? And if you're new around here or haven't done so already, what can they do, Stephen?
You can like, subscribe, and ding that bell.
Ding it. So for now, you F1 fans, keep racing.